Hola, 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 hello and welcome. Welcome to my vet journey by Dr. Melissa Juga. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Comenzamos! Today we're going to be talking about the NAVLE examination. The NAVLE is the North American Veterinary Licensing Examination. This is a requirement for all veterinarians that want to practice in the US and is one of the most important exams for foreign graduates. If you log into icva.net, you're going to be able to go into their home screen page where you're going to find all the information that we're going to be discussing next. Candidates enrolled in the ECFVG can take this examination in two situations. Once you complete the ECFVG process or once you take the BCSE or the basic examination. I decided to take the NAVLE after the BCSE instead of waiting to complete my ECFVG, just because I wanted to have all the theoretical part done before my practice exam. I also realized that preparing for the NAVLE was also going to help me prepare for the practice exam or the CPE. And at the same time, I decided to take the NAVLE before completing my ECFVG. That way, once I was done with the ECFVG, I was literally done with the licensing program. In the homepage, you can see a welcome video. And then if you scroll down, you're going to see general NAVLE information, self-assessment, veterinary educational assessment, and species-specific examinations. If you click on the NAVLE part, it's going to take you to see all the informations, registration, like application, and how is the exam score. But all of that we're going to be discussing now. To be eligible to take the NAVLE, you have to 1. Be graduated from an accredited veterinary school or in your last year of school, or be enrolled in a veterinary program recognized by the AVMA or the CVMA, which stands for the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association. The NAVLE is administered by the ICVA or International Council for Veterinary Assessment. You can register online by creating an account through the ICVA official website and submit their application. Here you can see where you can apply for the NAVLE. They will require for the ECFVG or any other program that you are enrolled to send a letter proving that you completed or passed the BCSE or the basic exam for the program that you're in, or that you completed the program itself in order to be eligible to schedule your exam. Once the ICVA verifies your information, then you will receive a scheduling permit via email with your candidate ID. This will allow you to schedule your exam date to your convenience. Once you have your scheduling permit and your candidate ID, you're going to be able to apply for the NAVLE and pay for it online. The fee will vary depending on your location, US or Canada. In my case, I paid $775 at the time of my registration. Or the NAVLE was offered twice a year. There were 2 windows, usually fall and spring, meaning from November, December window, and then April the 1st to April 26th window. Now they are opening up more days for the next year, which is October, March, and July. This is in an effort to help with the lack of veterinarians available in the country. To register, you must keep in mind that all materials for your application should be received 45 days prior your examination date. So let's say that your examination schedule for the fall window, meaning from November to December, the ICBA should receive your application no later than August 1st. So keep that in mind at the time of registration. To apply for the NAVLE, once you're in the homepage, you can go to the quick links and then apply for NAVLE. Here you're going to be able to check what exactly you need to send depending on your situation. You can see here that it's basically proof of graduation and a letter from the program that you're in verifying all your information. Then you will submit the NAVLE online application and you're going to be able to pay the fee. If you scroll down, you're going to be able to see the deadlines for the application, the fee, and also who is eligible to apply. Then you're going to hit continue. And if you are within the testing window, you're going to be able to proceed with the application. But hold on, what the F is in the NAVLE? Why is it so important? How many questions? Is it timed? What should I do? These are questions that we all have, so let me answer that for you. The NAVLE is a computer-based exam that consists of 360 multiple choice timed questions and clinical cases. 60 of the 360 questions will be pre-test items and won't be scored, but you won't know which ones they are. The exam have 6 sections. You will have 65 minutes to complete each section. Within each section, you may answer questions in any order and review and or change your answers. But when you exit a block or a section, or when the time expires, no further review of questions or changing of the answers within that block would be possible. And you won't be able to go back to the sections either. The NAVLE is a very long examination. It is almost 7.5-hour exam, but you will have breaks in between the sections. You will have a total of 45 minutes of break time. The breaks are only allowed in between sections. Example, once you complete section 1, you're going to have 3 options. Continue to the next section, take a break, or finish your exam. At this point, if you wish to take a break, you may just click take a break and manage your time. The NAVLE is a comprehensive exam that covers multiple areas of veterinary medicine, including small animal medicine and surgery, large animal medicine and surgery, pathology, pharmacology, public health and epidemiology, diagnostic imaging, and ethics, which is very important. In their website, now they have the NAVLE competencies and the diagnosis. This is basically a list of everything they think a veterinarian should know to practice in the United States. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. That way you can look at it. So here we have the NAVLE competency domains. So we have here a summary, basically clinical practice, like gathering the information and the interpretation of it, health maintenance and problem management, communication, professionalism, practice management and wellness, and preventive medicine and animal welfare. So as you see, this examination is not only about clinical cases, it will also include how you are able to behave or manage situations within a veterinary setting. Now, if we go back, you can see a list of the diagnosis depending on the species. For example, we have aquatics, like what they want you to know, bovine, camelids and cervids, canine diagnosis, then equine diagnosis, same thing for feline diagnosis, and so on. NAVLE scores from a range from 200 to 800, and the passing score is 425. Results are usually available within 4 weeks after last day of the exam window. Example, exam window was November 1 to December the 2nd. Your week counting will start December the 2nd, despite of what day your examination was taken. Each correct answer will earn 1 point, and there is no penalty for incorrect answers. You will receive a score report via email. In the website, you can see an example of a score report. You're going to see your information and a pass or fail result with your score on the side. If you fail the NAVLE, you are allowed to retake the exam. However, there may be waiting periods between attempts. An example could be like around 6 months. Retaking requires like reapplying and paying the associated fee again. You will be permitted to take the NAVLE up to 5 times, including incomplete attempts. An incomplete attempt is any attempt where the candidate initiates the NAVLE and responds to questions without completing the exam. After 5 attempts, you may appeal to the board of directors for approval to take the NAVLE one more time. Once you pass the NAVLE, you will be able to apply to the state licensing exam and then practice as a licensed veterinarian in the USA. I believe that what I studied for the BCSC in my veterinarian and tech experience was the baseline. Then I studied for about 8 months before my exam date, between 2 to 4 hours a day. Sometimes, to be honest, a little more. To prepare for my test, I use BetPrep. This is a platform that will allow you to have different questions of the topics that you will see in the NAVLE, and then will give you the answers with the explanation. Then they have also like a platform called Vetcetera, where you can do CEs or watch videos regarding the topics. They will also have power lectures and power pages where you will see a summary of all the important information regarding a topic. Back in the day, they would have a premium and a standard version, but today they changed it. Now they will only have the premium version with different prices depending on how long you're gonna like subscribe. And they, as I mentioned before, have the Accelerate community, which is a platform where you can be in contact with a more experienced doctor that can help you out to answer any questions or any doubt that you have about a topic. I 100% recommend you, like, for you to study from VetPrep, but here's the catch. Some people often fall in the mistake of memorizing questions and answer, and they will think it'll be the same for the exam. VetPrep is amazing because it includes most of the topics that will go into the exam, but try to focus in the topics, not in the questions answered. Another great thing is that They allow you to monitor your progress as you go through questions, and they also have mock tests for you to test yourself. As I mentioned before, I would use VetPrep as a guide to look at the topics and then test myself. But then I would do a thorough Google search about that topic. But I would study from trusting sites that I know they will be updating with new and accurate information, such as Clinician's Brief, Today's Veterinary Practice, and DVM 360 journals. I would use Cornell University clinical cases and documents, the Merck, the Plums, and so on. I'm gonna leave all the links down below for you to have it handy. About 6 months before my exam, I decided to attend to the AVMA conference of that year. And I pushed myself to only attend to large animal lessons, but that was my case. I knew this was my weakness, so I wanted to start talking the same language as large animal doctors and getting more familiar with diseases and management. This was so helpful because I learned a lot and started to get familiar to diagnosis and treatment protocols in horses, cows, pigs, llamas, and small ruminants, giving me a better picture of how to properly care for these species. The NAVLE, it's a hard exam, and it is a challenge not only mental, but physical. So I would encourage you as you're studying for this exam, try to do mock tests doing exactly what you would do in real life. How many breaks, how many sections, how would you manage the long clinical cases in time, etc. Because I do not know about you, but being sitting in front of a computer for such a long time, seeing clinical cases back to back, was a lot. So I think trying to prep your body for such a rally, it will help you a lot. Do not worry if you feel you basically are not ready. I have been prepping for so many years, studying so hard, and I never felt ready for any exam. With so many doubts and so scared, hearing at other people's experiences, I completed 99% of the vet prep and I didn't feel ready at all. And when I came out my exam, I was so exhausted, confused, mentally drained, and I really believed I failed. But I tried to stay positive and celebrate that at least physically I was able to finish the exam. So my advice would be do your part and then trust the process. I want to take this time to introduce to you my study guides. This is basically everything that I have been studying since day one, compiled in one document. The first one, Canine and Feline Study Guide, was just launched and you can get it at a discounted price. You just hit download and you will get it in your email. I'm prepping ruminants, equine, pigs, exotics, study guides as well. And as soon as they are ready, they will be available at a discounted price. Here's a preview of what you're getting. You're going to have most of the common diagnoses with all the information, pictures, reference, and explanations all in one site. This helped me pass my exams in my first try. This doesn't mean that this is the only document that you will use, but it will help you a lot, not only for the tests, but for your daily clinics as well. The link to download it will be down below. And just like I uploaded previous videos regarding anesthesia protocol and other stuff from the practice exam, I'm also prepping videos for surgery, sterile scrubbing, intubation, and more for you to have them for free. So don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to keep growing this community. Happy studying, and until the next video.